Okay, we have linebacker Spencer Jones here. Charles, you can start us off.
Good afternoon, Spencer. Charles Greaves here with GoBlackKnights.com. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Great, great. Hey, coming out of high school, you were a Rivals three-star prospect out of Texas, and now here you are coming into your junior year at West Point. Can you provide us with the Reader's Digest version of what that journey has been like for you?
It's been good. I mean, it's had a lot of ups and downs. Freshman year, I was pretty healthy. I was able to end up starting the West Virginia bowl game, and then I dealt with some injuries that left me out of last season for a good bit. But I mean, it's had up and down, but the journey's been good so far.
Great, and we've had an opportunity to chat with head coach Jeff Monken and defensive coordinator Nate Woody about your progression this camp, and they've been very optimistic. Can you provide us with how you're coming off of, and you just mentioned this, last season's injury and that pretty much plagued the whole season, if you will. Are you currently 100%?
Yeah, I'm 100% right now.
Okay, great. And talk about today's scrimmage, your participation, along with your anticipation for the season opener, which is actually just 7 days away.
Scrimmage today was good. I think offense and defense, both sides were flying around the ball. Also, special teams was good. We did a lot of scenarios today, set that we might see in the games, fast field goals, if a fumble, quick change of direction stuff. We did a lot of that stuff today, which was good because we might see it, we might not, but as long as we're prepared for it, it'll help us out come next week. And I think it was a good scrimmage to get us ready for next week. We kind of ironed out some of the little things that might be difficult for us to see next week, and I think it's important for us to do that, and it's going to be good for us next week.
Great. And my final question, first of all, what is your current height and weight, and are you excited about to start the season?
Yeah, I'm very excited. It's been a while. It's been almost 10, 11 months since I've stepped on the field and played a game. So I'm currently 6'1", and I dropped about 15 pounds, so I'm about 220.
All right, great. Listen, thanks a lot, Spencer. Best of luck to you guys next week.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, we'll go to Ken.
Hi, Spencer. Ken McMillan with the Times-Herald Record.
How's it going?
Good, thank you. Spencer, just go on that last answer. The 15-pound loss, intentional or otherwise?
It was intentional. I felt a little slow coming off of last season. I think that kind of attributed to some of the more lingering injuries that I had, whether it be a pulled muscle, and then I ended up tearing my meniscus. So I think that the extra weight kind of attributed to that, and I don't think it was really good for my body. So kind of decided to make the change, and it's paid dividends.
Which meniscus, left, right?
Right meniscus.
And how long did that put you out?
About 6 months.
Okay. And when did that happen?
My last game was Air Force game of last year, and that put me out, and then ended up getting surgery later on.
What's it like to suffer an injury like that? Because the team is still participating, but obviously you can't. What's that like?
I mean, it's difficult. It's kind of difficult to watch your teammates practice every day, come outside, and while you're on the other side, kind of doing rehab or doing your own thing. But it's good. Coach Monken makes sure that the guys who are injured or at practice are not sitting in the training room, kind of sitting around. We get our treatment done before practice. That way we can still be a part of the team and watch practice, get mental reps. I think it's important that we sit in the back and get mental reps. That way we're not so far behind when we get put back in, not having to learn everything else. We're learning in the meeting rooms and watching. We're not actually doing it, but we're going through it in our heads, making sure that we know what to do when we get back out on the field.
I know you're there at practices and at weight sessions and all that stuff, but who keeps you up? Are there guys on the team? Are there coaches on the team that try to keep your spirits up and keep you involved?
I mean, I think just the team as a whole keeps me up. I mean, there's a few guys who I see a little more often, like my Jimmy Charlo, Leo Lowen. I'm around those guys a lot more. Austin Hill, Camden O'Gara. Those guys are all around me 24/7 is because they're my good buddies. They keep my spirits up. They know it's difficult, but they help me out and if I'm ever feeling down. But usually it's the team as a whole. I'm excited to be up here and hang out with the team. And regardless if I'm hurt or not, I'm excited to be up here.
You said you're feeling good, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what do you think? What specific skills do you think you bring to the position, and how's it going during camp?
I think camp is going pretty good. I think what I bring to the table is my IQ. I'm able to understand the game a little pretty good, and I know where I'm going. I know what a lot of guys around me are doing. I'm able to get the defense lined up in the best possible scenario that they can be. I think also thing that I struggled with last year was some pass coverage, and I think the extra weight that I dropped has helped me in that sense, and I've kind of felt a lot more comfortable dropping back in the pass, and if I have to cover a guy, covering a man.
Are you playing middle or outside?
I moved over to Mike this year. I played Will last year.
Okay, last thing. Season's a week away. Just give me your assessment, not necessarily of a Coastal Carolina game, but just Army overall. How do you guys feel coming into 2022, and what are the expectations?
I mean, always the expectation is to win the CIC and to get a bowl game. I think that's important, but I think it's also more important for us just to not do anything detrimental that's going to take away from our success. I think as a whole, our team is trending in the upright direction. I think we're right where we want to be going into Coastal and the year as a whole. I think as long as we follow the plan that we have and our goals, we're going to do just that.
Thanks, Spencer.
Thank you.
Tom, did you have anything?
Yeah, hey Spencer,